Y'all want to hear some of the funniest shit ever? The funniest shit ever, man, from last night. You're not going to believe this. Me, Sam, Brandon, and about two or three other PBC members, we were just having a conversation about Russians and how they illegally use steroids. And I was like, man, Deontay Wilder better make sure this dude is tested. I am not lying. We were at the press conference for what's that guy's name? Cuellar and Abner Mares yesterday. And we were literally having a conversation. I'm like, man, it's fight week. Now you better make sure that kid gets tested. And I wake up this morning and here we are. Wake up this morning to the dude tested positive for steroids. Fight should be canceled. I've never taken steroids. Some of my college teammates use steroids, and you are literally. I'm not sure if you've ever felt invincible in your life. If you felt invincible in your life, a person in steroids is probably 2 to 3 times that. And two, if they take steroids, they'll take some type of painkiller to numb the shots when you throw the punch. You get what I'm saying? So it's no limit to what they will do to win that fight. And Deontay Wilder was stand to make his biggest payday, $5 million. And thank God for doping agencies. And I don't want to make this conversation about Manny Pacquiao, whether Floyd Mayweather cheated. And it's sad how in boxing, whenever the justification for other people doing wrong, well, Floyd Mayweather did it. Well, no, it's not about that. We're going to stick with Alexander Povetkin. He's a cheater. He should get suspended for a year because he knowingly cheated, expecting that I forget what they're called, the masking agents. The masking agents. He thought the masking agents were going to work, so he can step in the ring next Saturday and just walk through Deontay Wilder. Okay, let me explain something to you. If the guy had a broken hand and he's taking painkillers and steroids, he will not feel that broken hand. If he had a broken jaw, he will not feel. If his face is lacerated, he will not feel it. And I want you guys to fully understand. And two, the power that he will generate. Alexander Povetkin already generates enough power to knock someone out. Imagine having like a 10% boost on your power, 15% boost. Apples and oranges, but just imagine if you played Pac-Man with 2 extra men. Just imagine if you played Street Fighter with a bar 25% longer than your opponent. Simple analogies, but I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to dummy down the analogy. It's just crucial. All these Russians. Excuse me, I said all. Russians in general have they're known for doping. From the cheating judges, probably did use steroids, but to the Olympic athletes, man, they cheat. They have a history, a literal history, and when you cross that pond, I would demand that American doping agency goes along with you when you fight across that pond. Whether you're fighting Anthony Joshua, whether you're fighting Alexander Povetkin, whether you're fighting Scott Quigg, Carl Frampton, Kell Brooks, make sure an American doping agency goes right along with you. And put that in the stipulations within the contract because these guys are cheating. And I don't know who's cheated. We'll never know the full extent. And he's gonna claim that this stuff was in him prior to January 1st because I believe this. I don't want to mispronounce, but it starts with an M. It was used. It was deemed prohibited January 1st of this year. So he's going to say it was in his system before and yada yada yada. I don't know, but if I'm Deontay Wilder, I know it was the biggest payday of your life. I I don't know if you guys ever had this decision. You believe you can win the fight, even if he is on steroids, and you stand to make the biggest payday of your life, and you anticipated this payday. And so he already had preconceived ideas of spending his money. Him, his manager, his trainer, his strength and conditioning coach, everyone gets paid May 21st as soon as the fight is over. When I say literally, as soon as the fight is over, money gets deposited into their account. I can't literally as soon. That's what happens in the fight game. The next morning, or if it's the next morning, whenever it is, that money gets deposited into your account. So if you need an example of that, remember Floyd Mayweather at the end of the Pacquiao Mayweather fight? As soon as the fight ends, you get handed a check. I've seen it with my own eyes. You get handed a check, or you can get automatic deposit, whatever you like. And most people take the check because you got shiesty managers and stuff, and they want that check immediately. So anyways, barbershop conversation. Alexander Povetkin is a cheater, and it's just astonishing. We literally had a 15-20 minute conversation at the Palms restaurant yesterday at the Mares, and we were just having a great conversation, and about boxing, and we were talking about their travel schedule, because if you work for PBC over the next month, your travel schedule is ridiculous, because you have Dominic Brazil going there, you got Deontay Wilder going over there, you got Sean Porter in New York, so, and you got fights next weekend in Vegas. So we were talking about travel schedules and what fights I'm going to cover, where they're going to be, and talking about drug testing these Russians. And lo and behold, we wake up Friday morning to the guy tested positive for steroids. So anyways, barbershop conversations. You guys are awesome. The channel is growing little by little, but it's growing. And I genuinely appreciate you guys' support. And I know people are going to say he should fight anyway. Don't take this fight. I know it's the biggest payday of your life. And so we shall see what Deontay Wilder does. But if I'm his manager or team, I don't take this fight. And you make Povetkin come to America. And you take him to court. You take him to court for lost wages. You sue the motherfucker for lost wages. You can literally do that. There is some court in America. You got to pick it judiciously. But there's some court who can say that he knowingly took steroids and sabotaged him from making his wages. So he can literally sue him for $5 million. So we'll see. Barbershop conversation. Talk to you guys soon. Peace. Oh, just like another thing. Remember Steve Cunningham was going to sue Antonio Tarver because he took steroids, and he willingly, knowing, went in the ring and took steroids and could have done bodily harm. So now you can use steroids as like an assault item, as like an assault thing. So anyways, barbershop conversations. You guys are awesome. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.